Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Friday, that means it's uploading day, and I know I said quite a while back now that I'd basically finished my Disney Cruise series. Well, as a matter of fact, I haven't, because I saw on Johnny's channel, aka One Mank Stream, that he did a Q&A about his holiday. So I asked quite a few people to send me questions and I thought I'd answer them. So they're all on my phone, which is why my phone's here. And then I've got some stuff to show as well. If you have already seen my haul, then you'll probably recognise a few of the items I'm going to show, including these gorgeous ears, which I purchased and I love them. So yeah, so I think I've got about 20 questions. Some of the questions might be quite long because they might include like a story, or just there might be more questions in one, if that makes sense. So yeah, so the first little question that I got was, how easy is it to interact with the characters? In my opinion, even though some of the characters you were quite far away from, the interactions that you got from a character or like a character attendant were absolutely amazing. All of the characters were so good. Like, don't have a bad word to say about any of the characters I met, I interacted with. And I do feel like the characters do start remembering guests as well, because quite a few of them started remembering me, which was amazing, I think. Yeah, I had so many amazing interactions, which you'll have seen if you saw my vlog, and I met so many characters. So the next little section is, how many characters did I meet and interact with? So I do think it was quite easy to just, I think a top tip is to just go for it, because when I went to Disneyland Paris in 2017, the only character I met was Goofy, and I was quite shy, I was quite nervous. Obviously I hadn't planned on meeting a character, so I couldn't really I didn't know what to say or what to do. So I do feel like just plan. So if you know what characters are going to be there, if you've seen people's photos or people's vlogs, make sure you know what to say to them, and don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself, because the characters and the cast members with the characters are just amazing. And involve, say like Mickey Mouse and Pluto are together, don't ignore one of the characters. Make sure you use both of them. So say like you want, I don't know, you found a bone for Pluto or something, then get Mickey involved. Don't just ignore a character, because half the time the characters were with other characters, so it sort of made sense to like interact with both of them rather than just one. So yeah, I definitely think go for it. That's my top tip. So how many characters did I meet and interact with? I met all of the Mickey and Friends gang, including Chip and Dale. So I met Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto and Donald and Chip and Dale. I also met Woody, I swear there's someone, oh yeah, for Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, and then I interacted with Belle, Tiana. Oh, I feel like there's someone else who waved at me and I can't remember who, but... And the good thing about the cruise is you meet the characters so much, like you can easily bump into them. Like I bumped into Daisy on the first night on the way to dinner. and then we were casually just strolling along the pool deck and we met Mickey Mouse and Goofy together. Just randomly came across them. And then just, like, sometimes sometimes the cast members will say to you, oh, look out for the character here or here. Like, you sort of know where they might be, because some do make surprise appearances after, like, trivia or the drawing classes. So definitely 100% go check it out, because you never know who you might meet. So the next little follow-up is, which meet and interaction was my favourite? I think I'm going to do like favourite meet and then favourite interaction. Oh God. I do think, yeah, my favourite meet is either Spider-Man, because it was just hilarious. He was so good. And Chip and Dale, we were wearing my Chip and Dale ears because they were absolutely amazing. They were so funny, so cute. The cast members were loving me. I was loving Chip and Dale. They were loving me back. And it was just amazing. And I think my favourite interaction has got to be either playing fetch with Pluto on the last full day, because all throughout the cruise I didn't see Pluto, and then literally the last full day, me and Louisa, I think we'd just come out of like trivia and Pluto was there. I can't remember if there was another character. I think it was just Pluto on his own, and we just said to each other, I really want to play fetch with Pluto. So we did, and it was so much fun. He was loving it, he was getting so excited. The cast member was loving it, and yeah, and then every time he saw me, he just wanted to keep on playing. And it was just so much fun. Like, he was great, and I got such a cute selfie with him as well. I love Pluto. I definitely think he's becoming one of my favourite characters, and I'm rocking a Pluto jumper today as well. And then I think another of my favourite interactions was, I think it was on the last day again, the last full day, and it was, I think I was heading down to the pool, or I just filmed a room tour and then I was going back down, and I saw the princesses and they were waving at me, and then I looked down the corridor and I could literally see Minnie Mouse and Daisy dressed as princesses walk into the deck 4 railing thing, and I was so excited. I was like, I have to see them, I have to. And Daisy walked past me and I said to her that she looked fabulous, and then she was just giving me so much love and attention. So I decided to go and stand, like, not too close to the characters obviously, because you couldn't because of COVID, but like not too far away as well. So I stood quite close to them, and Daisy saw me again and she was waving at me and just blowing me loads and loads of kisses, and I was blowing those back to her, and she was just great. And every time I saw her, I just kept on shouting, "You look fab, Daisy." And yeah, if you don't know, Daisy's one of my favourite characters. So yeah, she was great. Question number 2. Sorry, that was quite long. In your opinion, are the staycation cruises worth the money? 100%. 100% worth the money. I think if you can get time off and if you can go, definitely do it, because with me, I'm not a big fan of like boats. So when I heard there was a Disney cruise, I really wanted to go, but I was a bit anxious about the cruising aspect because I've never been good on like ferries or pirate ships, and I was just scared that I would just feel ill all the time. And I bought the like seasickness bands from Amazon, and they worked a treat. I do think I would have been okay without them, just because the weather was glorious and the sea was just so calm. But I didn't want to risk it just in case I did feel quite ill. So 100%, if you feel the same way that I did, then I would recommend getting the seasickness bands because they were amazing. And I even saw some of like the British cast members wearing them as well. So definitely do it. Like, just because like food's included, soft drinks, unlimited free ice cream, unlimited food, like you could have everything and anything, and the servers are just absolutely incredible. Just be nice to the, like, all of the cast members, be nice to guest services, and just embrace it, because I had the best time, and it's definitely my favourite holiday I've ever been on. And yeah, and you do meet amazing people and make amazing new friends, because I did, and I spent half the time with my little friendship group, and cast members grew to love us, especially Declan. Big shout out and love to Declan. You know who you are. But like, honestly, just speak to people, because at the end of the day, you're all in the same, like, I don't know what the word is. You're all doing the same thing. You all know you're like negative, so just be nice to people, because I had so many amazing people approach me and chat to me. I had so much pixie dust and everything, and yeah, not a bad word to say, definitely not. Question number 3. What is my favourite bit of merchandise in the shops that I bought? I couldn't actually choose my favourite. Well, I could, but then I remembered all the other stuff I bought, and I sort of have a top 3. So I think on the first day, or was it the second? I think it was the first day, and I really wanted a pin, and I really wanted the Goofy Magic one. They had it, but it was $12.99, and I thought, I want one that symbolises the Disney cruise. And then I just happened to stumble across this beauty. So it's a Chip and Dale pin, and it says my first Disney cruise. And if you don't know, Magic at Sea was my first Disney cruise, so I thought I have to get it. And yeah, and I had the best meet and greet with Chip and Dale, so I was like, I have to have it. And then another Chip and Dale item that I picked up was this little postcard, and it's just adorable. Obviously, I'm not going to use it as a postcard, it's just going to be just a little print that I can keep forever, because I love Chip and Dale, I do. And then my favourite purchase was this gorgeous Disney Magic Spirit jersey, and it says Disney Magic on the back as well. Very cute. Not too badly priced either. So yeah, like, the shops were so dangerous because I could have just bought everything. So yeah. And obviously I got the Disney Cruise Line personal shopper, because why not? And then the next little bit following on is, did I get any freebies? The answer to that, very, 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 very simple, is yes. 100% I got some freebies. I'll start with this. So when you go on a cruise, you get this card, which is, well, it's called your key to the world card, and it's personalised to you, So when you get off, you are allowed to keep it. And I've treasured this item. I do. Because it's awesome. So, yeah. Definitely a freebie worth keeping. And on your last full day, on the evening, your stateroom host will leave you a luggage tag. And I got Donald. So very cute. Very, very cute. On the last full day, I took part in Frozen Phrases, a game show. I didn't win, unfortunately, but you were given a little prize to just say thank you for taking part. And it's a little Disney Cruise Line exclusive keychain for free, so why not? And then I got given this by the lovely Mike. So, yeah, love it. Cute. Okay. So the next question, question 4. What was the best experience on board? Best experience. There's quite a few things that I can choose from, but I think for me personally, my best experience was either, it's got to be mixology actually. Like, it was super fun. The person in charge recognised me and Emma because we did martini tasting the day before, and I was brave enough to ask a question to him, and he was just amazing. And we were with Paul and Alex from P&D's Adventures, and let's just say Emma and Paul got a bit tipsy because we had a lot of alcohol that day, but it was just super fun. And yeah, definitely my favourite moment, best experience. Question number 5. What was my worst experience on board? I don't think I had one. No. I had nothing go wrong. I think the worst experience was having to get off the ship, because in a way you had to get out of the Disney bubble and go back to reality, which was rubbish. But yeah, I definitely loved it. Actually, I am going to say another thing for best experience. Rapunzel's Royal Table. It wasn't my favourite restaurant out of all of the ones I ate at, but it was still incredible. The show, the Lantern Festival and I See the Light performance was so magical and just super fun. And yes, I did get emotional because it's me and because it's Tangled. So yeah. And I'm very, very jealous of all the people going on the Magic now who get to see Tangled the musical as well as Disney Dreams. So yeah. Question number 6. Did you think Paulo's was worth the extra cost? Yes, 100%. The food, the experience, I guess, at the end of the day, because yes, it was an additional cost because of the type of restaurant it was, but it was mind-blowing. It was so nice. The food, the staff, just everything. Like, my steak that I had there was amazing. My dessert was incredible. And so I definitely think if you're an adult going and you can book your activities, definitely book Paulo brunch because it was awesome. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat, I would. Question number 7. Did it take you long to get used to where everything was on the ship? I think the first day was very overwhelming, and the first day it was more like exploring the ship and getting used to like your bearings and your surroundings, because it was huge and the cameras just don't do it justice because it's just big. And I mean, in the lifts, I think the thing I struggled with was like the front, midship and aft, because sometimes if I went out on my own, I'd go to the wrong area and then I'd be like, how do I get back here? But to be honest, half the time there was crew members, cast members around who you could just ask, and they were always willing to help. So I definitely think, don't be afraid to ask cast members where something is, because they can point you in the right direction. And I did manage to help people find the shops as well, because obviously I'd spent money there, so I knew where they were. So yeah. Number 8. If you could have changed anything, what would it have been? If I could have changed anything. I think, well, I don't know if... I would have got maybe the characters to like wave at people or do like a little... Because they did a welcome show, but I think it would have been maybe quite nice if the characters would wave you off the ship, or they did like a little ceremony the last night, because I just think, I mean, that would have made me emotional, so I'm sort of glad they didn't. But I don't think I would have changed much. I do think maybe I should have taken part in more activities during the day. So yeah, I think that, definitely. Question number 9. Did you find using the app easy? I did, personally. I do have to admit, I know quite a few people who had issues with the app. Like, it wasn't showing some stuff, or sometimes it wouldn't show that you had the show booked. But you could always go to guest services and they would sort you out and they'd help you. They did help Emma because she had quite a few issues, bless her, with the app and other things as well. But it was always sorted out. So yeah. Question number 10. Would you have done anything different? No, I don't think I would, because the first day I think I was just overwhelmed with so much happiness and so much joy, that, and the fact I was quite tired, because I'm going to admit, the night before I embarked, I got no sleep because I was worrying about the test, and then I was thinking, what if I don't get on? What if I'm negative and then Emma doesn't get on? And yeah. And I just think I should have got more sleep, because I do feel like I would have explored the ship a bit more and done a bit more around the actual restaurants. And maybe I should have tried a bit more cocktails, but yeah. Other than that, I wouldn't have done anything different. Number 11. How did you feel about value for money for the cost of the cruise? I think it was definitely worth the money. I just think quite a few people, well, I mean, to say we booked a standard inside room, which was guaranteed, And then we got pixie dusted with an upgrade to a deluxe ocean view stateroom with a pothole window for the price of a standard inside room. So we were just buzzing off that and so overjoyed by it. And yeah, it was just nice. And obviously, like, food's included and stuff like that. I mean, you did have to pay for merch, for alcoholic drinks, and then any extra activities you wanted to do. But I don't think stuff was badly priced at all. I don't. So, yeah. Question 12. What was your favourite meal on the cruise and why? Favourite meal? I've got two. So the first one was cabanas on embarkation day. Sat outside with the two boys and Emma, eating chicken tenders and chips, and just drinking an ice cold Coca-Cola out of a glass which had Mickey heads on it. Like, and just being out in the sunshine and just having such a good time before we embarked, before we actually set off. And yeah, just the best. I think my other favourite meal, I'm going to say Rapunzel's, because the chicken I had in Rapunzel's, if you do not get the thyme chicken, I would highly recommend it. It was amazing. The food, and I mean, I've already mentioned about the restaurant, but it was so good. I definitely think theming wise, that restaurant was the best. So yeah, hands down, my favourite meal, Rapunzel's Royal Table. The donut sweetbread was insane. The salad was insane. And then to top it all off, the chicken and the show and everything about it was just amazing. And my server did say I could get a job there one day, hopefully. Yeah. And our servers, if by any chance you guys are watching this, big shout out to Addy and Marco. You were ace. We love you. Question number 13. What's one tip you would give a first time Disney cruiser? Ooh. I don't know. I definitely think if you want a good seat for the show, I don't know what it's like now, obviously, because social distancing isn't around as much anymore, I don't think, on the cruises, but especially with like the Frozen Deck party and the shows, if you want a good seat, make sure you're there well in advance. And definitely, hands down, girls, this is for you guys only, wear tights in the theatre and the restaurants, because the aircon is freezing. Because obviously an American ship, they rely on aircon. Us Brits, we're not so much used to it, so definitely wrap up on a night, take a jacket, because on the deck it can also get quite cold on the evening. So that's a definite tip from me. Question number 14. What is the best character experience you had? Okay, this moment, hands down, beats every moment I had of a character. So, on embarkation day, pre-COVID, you would not have got this. So this was just special for Magic at Sea. and I definitely think they need to do it on every single cruise around the world now, because it was amazing. So when you get welcomed onto the ship, Mickey and Minnie were stood, Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie, the best characters' costumes ever. They were amazing. They did the little welcome show, they did the little dance, but one thing, as you enter, they wave and blow you kisses and show you so much love, and the little show they do is just adorable, and yeah, I've got so much love and appreciation for them too. It was amazing. We love them, and yeah, don't have a bad word to say about it, but just all the character experiences were just magical. Question number 15. What were your thoughts on the main show? Disney Dreams. Hands down, was the best production I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I was blown away. If you go to Disneyland Paris a lot and you have seen Mickey and the Magician, it's basically like that, but instead of being about Mickey, it's about a girl called Anne-Marie who wants to fly. I think that's the story behind it. And it just has like her favourite characters. There's a Lion King segment, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Frozen, Peter Pan, Beauty and the Beast. The Beast is in it. I just couldn't get over that when it happened. And it's just the best show I've ever seen, and I loved it. The little Mickey and Friends pre-show was adorable. I wish it would have gone on for longer. And then obviously the Frozen deck party, Freeze the Night Away with Elsa, Anna and friends was so cute. Real good fun. I loved it. Only thing I'd say, get there early if you want a good spot. And I do wish it was on for longer because it was so much fun. And yeah. Also, if it's quite sunny on deck, wear sun cream, because I burnt my nose. I did. Yay, we love that. Just wear sun cream, protect yourself. Don't turn out like a lobster like I did. Question number 16, that's right. What did you think to the onboard entertainment daytime versus evening? The entertainment is just amazing. Like, I'm going to give a shout out to David, Jenny, Declan, Mike, Tariq, just to name a few. They were the people I mainly interacted with on the cruise during like entertainment, quizzes, bingo. Definitely head down to bingo, even if you don't want to take part, just for the entertainment, because it was hilarious. I took part in quizzes, game shows. Yeah, I definitely think I should have done more. I do feel like maybe I shouldn't have done martini tasting and just done like activities, because they were so fun. Loved them. It's like, yeah, definitely check them out. And the evening entertainment is amazing. Like, really, really good. If you're an adult and your kids have gone to bed early, or you've just gone as a couple or just friends, definitely go to Fathoms and see Match Your Mate, Snippets and Pop, because Declan is the funniest host. He's brilliant, and you'll just have such a good time. I was crying with laughter. I had a stitch, and yeah, honestly, just go, and because it's just hilarious. It's quite rude, but nothing wrong with that, and it's just amazing. So definitely go. Question number 17. What are the must-see parts of the ship? There's so many. Okay, so to list a few, these were my favourite places to get a photo. Definitely in front of the funnels. If you go on deck 10, I want to say deck 10, definitely get a photo on embarkation day in front of the funnel. Because on day 2, Marvel morning, I met Mickey Mouse as Captain America and Goofy as Iron Man in front of the funnel. I even got a bit of the funnel in the photo, and yeah, definitely do it. It's amazing. Check out the portholes in outside of Fathoms, because they're a little seat which you can sit and just look out to sea, because it makes a great photo. The Walt Disney Theatre sign, definitely get a photo of that. That's a great location. Just the atrium itself, the statue, the staircase, and my biggest tip, always look up. Disney have the finest detail ever, and just get photos outside of the restaurants. Just the signs like Paulo, Animated Palette, Lumiere's, Rapunzel's. Just do it, because it's worth it. It really is. I thought of one more then. Oh, on deck 4, go and sit on the Disney Magic bench and get a photo. And just get a photo looking out to sea. Be that cringy person, because I did, and it's one of my favourite photos from the whole holiday. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, definitely them things. You have to go see them. Get a photo, post it online, because trust me, it's worth it. Question number 18. What is your favourite restaurant on board? God. Okay. Hands down for me, this restaurant was just amazing. I am talking about Animator's Palette. Honestly, vlogs do not do it justice, because it was big. Really, really big. And just the atmosphere, the little magic animation show they do with your drawing. If you haven't already, check out my vlog to see what I'm on about, because when you sit down, the servers explain that you need to draw a character. When you finish, they collect it, they give it to a certain someone. Look at the ears, you might be able to guess who. And then that certain someone does a little magic, and it's so good. Trust me, you have to appreciate the restaurant. Easy. Best restaurant ever. The food, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't my favourite. I still enjoyed the food, but it's the experience more than anything. Question number 19. What is the best place for breakfast on board the Disney Magic? Ooh. Best place for breakfast. Okay. I'm gonna say, in my opinion, the best place for breakfast is definitely Cabanas. Because you can just get anything. You cannot get a Mickey waffle, I don't think. The only places that do them are Paulo, who do the huge, huge ones. And I think Lumiere's and Rapunzel's definitely do it as well. But definitely go and check it out because it's the best. The best. Cabanas, I think, just for views, and if it's a nice day, sit outside. If it's not so nice, sit inside, but sit by the window so you'll get a best view of the sea. It's amazing. Love it. And then, last but not least, question number 20. What was my favourite moment on board the ship? I think for me, the best moment was actually getting on board. Getting that email with the negative test result and then getting told you can go and check in. Getting on the buses, them taking you down to the boat, and then actually getting on board the ship. Because for me, I always watched vlogs of people getting welcomed on thinking one day that'll be me. And it was. And it was the best experience ever. I loved it. And one day, hopefully, I'll be back on board a Disney Cruise Line ship because I had the best time. But anyway, that was my Disney Magic at Sea Q&A video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Turn on the bell and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. I just wanted to give a shout out to a few people who submitted me questions. So Linda, Paul, Alex, Louisa, Emma, Johnny from One Mank Stream, and I think that's it. Yeah, but anyway, thank you all for watching. This is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye!